Hello everyone. In this video you will see my workouts as I prepare to lift 1,000 pounds. This is my road to 1,000. Now you might be saying to yourself, 1,000 pounds? That is a lot of weight. And you're absolutely right. When I talk about lifting a grand, I'm referring to powerlifting. And in powerlifting, it is your total over 3 lifts that matters. Those 3 lifts are squat, bench press, and deadlift. So for each of those 3 lifts, if you are able to do 200 pounds, your total would be 600 pounds. I want my total to be at least a grand. 1,000 pounds. Now my road to 1,000 is a long one. I started lifting a few years ago, did my first powerlifting meet in April of 2016. That's about 5 months ago. In April, my total was 821 pounds. So now I have 179 pounds to add. When I compete in November, will I get to 1,000? No, probably not. That is why it's a long road. Got a ways to go, and I'm going to work on it step by step. When you very first start lifting weights, you're able to add weight fairly quickly, but after time passes, how quickly you add weight slows. Well, it's slower for me right now. My goal in November is 900 pounds, a whopping 79 pounds higher than in April. That would be 16 pounds split between squat, bench press, and deadlift. That means taking my squat from 292 all the way to 308, my deadlift from 364 to 380. The biggest problem is my bench press. I need to take it from 165 to 181, and I had problems with my bench press in the last powerlifting meet. So, I'm gonna do the only thing I can do. Keep working out, keep preparing, and try to smash that 900. And the meet's in October, not November. To get to 1,000 pounds, I'm going to do Jim Wendler's 531. Gonna do a couple of cycles of that before this upcoming meet, and that's specifically 531 for powerlifting. Then I will cut a little bit in December, November and December, try to lose weight. Powerlifting, you do things by weight class. You can see me starting to actually do deadlift here. Okay, so you do things by weight class. I'm in the 165 weight class. I would like to stay there. So to stay in the 165 weight class, I can't go above 165 pounds. And you can't lose weight and add weight to your lifts. Well, you can, but it's difficult. I will try to get to 900 pounds at the end of October by using 531. And then after that, I'll do my cutting, and then I will cycle up again with probably 531. Who knows? There are many methods that will help you prepare for powerlifting. Here in a minute, you're gonna see me start to deadlift, and it's gonna be awkward. One side's gonna go up a lot faster than the other. My workout partner and I were not on the same page when it came to loading the weight on the bar, so they were not even. My deadlift feels pretty good right now. I deadlift more in a meet than I do in the gym. The bar is different diameter. The bar in the gym is a stiff bar, and the bar at the meet is a whippier bar. It's got a little give to it. It helps you break the weight off the floor, or at least it helps me to move the weight off the floor. Yeah, my deadlift is feeling pretty good. My squat's at the very end of this video, so we'll talk about squat when I get there. Bench press is feeling really good. I had problems with it in the meet. I'm really gonna have to pay attention to it. It's where I can take the least amount of risk when it comes to event time. In powerlifting meets, there are very specific ways that you have to lift the weight. In deadlift, the rule is the weight needs to travel one direction. Once you start going up, it needs to continue to go up until you're fully locked out. Ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, all locked into position at the top of the lift. Then you'll get a command that says down, and you can set the weight down in a controlled fashion. You're not supposed to drop it. Especially the bigger guys or the guys that lift a lot more weight than I do, when they start dropping stuff, it can be scary. Then for bench press, you have to lower the weight to your chest, pause at the bottom of the lift, and a referee will tell you to press. You can then press the weight off your chest. And like I said, this is where I've had some problems. This is where I need the most amount of work. It was really different in the competition than it was in the gym. And I don't know if it was the time of day, if I didn't eat well enough, was it just nerves? But the whole event of bench pressing in the first meet did not go well. So, like I said, less risk. I'm probably not going to jump the 16 pounds that I need in bench press, which means I need to make that up elsewhere. We'll see. Now, quite a bit of this is going to depend on how I feel 2 weeks before the meet. That's when I will set my openers, the very first attempt that I have at each of the 3 lifts. I get 3 attempts at each lift. Now, squat is where I felt like I was going to make up the most ground from April to October. However, I really haven't made up as much as I thought I was going to. For one thing, I would like to be going deeper, squatting deeper into the squat, especially as you see as I get a little heavier in weight. This is about 185, and this all feels fine. It's moving about like it should be. I feel stable. Again, maybe a little deeper. It's hard to see from this angle. I'll have video from a different angle in later videos. But I really wanted to break that 300 mark by October. And I haven't done it yet. My workout program has me going up to 295 as things are scheduled right now. And it will depend on how 295 is feeling at the end of this section of 531 if I bump it up by the next section. One of the beautiful things about powerlifting is if you make your first attempt, that's the funny Brian. If you make your first attempt, that's the key, because you have to make each attempt to have a total, or you have to make each lift to have a total. And you can fail. As long as you log at least once, it's good. And failure's okay, because then you know you have a growth point. You have a place to go from here. And that's where I want to go. I want to get stronger every day. I'm ready to do this thing. Come on, 900. You're just in my way on 1,000. And speaking of being okay to fail, Here's my 295. Comes out of the rack. Feels fairly heavy. Alright, talk to y'all next video.